Have you ever wondered about the fate of the Library of Alexandria, the intellectual heart of the ancient world? The Library of Alexandria was more than just a vast collection of scrolls and texts. Founded in the early 3rd century BCE in Egypt, it was the brilliant brain of the ancient world, a dazzling lighthouse of knowledge and culture that attracted the greatest minds of the era. Imagine a place where scholars, poets, and philosophers from all corners of the globe congregated, sharing and absorbing knowledge, sparking debates and creating ideas that would echo through the ages. This was not just a library. It was a global hub, a melting pot of wisdom from every corner of the known world, a testament to the thirst for knowledge that defined the era. But the grandeur of this beacon of knowledge was not to last forever. As with all great empires and institutions, the Library of Alexandria was destined for a downfall that would become one of history's greatest mysteries. So, what led to the downfall of this illustrious library? A question that has perplexed historians for centuries. The popular theories often point to fires, sparked either by conquerors like Julius Caesar in his bid for power, or by religious groups seeking to erase what they deemed heretical knowledge. These fires, it is said, consumed the vast collection of scrolls, turning centuries of knowledge into mere ash. But let's consider another theory, equally fascinating but often overlooked. Remember, Alexandria wasn't just a city on the Nile, it was a city built on the Nile Delta. This meant the land was constantly changing, shifting beneath the structures it held. Over the centuries, parts of the city, buildings and all, were reclaimed by the sea. Now imagine if parts of the library or its annexes fell victim to this natural phenomenon. As the ground shifted and water levels rose, could portions of the library have been swallowed by the Mediterranean? Could the scrolls, once the lifeblood of the ancient intellectual world, now lie preserved, not in ash, but in the depths of the sea? Envision the scrolls and texts, once held in the hands of the world's greatest minds, resting silently in the dark, surrounded by relics of a world long gone. Could the valuable scrolls of the library be lying preserved underwater? Recent archaeological discoveries lend weight to this intriguing theory. As we plunge beneath the waves, the underwater world of Alexandria's harbor reveals secrets of its own. Over the past decades, underwater archaeologists have explored this submerged part of the city, unveiling a trove of artifacts that hint at its former glory. Their discoveries are remarkable. They've found statues, majestic and grand, that once graced the streets and buildings of Alexandria. Parts of temples, their stones etched with the devotion of centuries past, have been resurrected from their watery graves. Even royal palaces, once home to the rulers of Egypt, have been identified amidst the silt and coral. These findings suggest a tantalizing possibility. If such grand structures and artifacts have been found beneath the waves, could parts of the Library of Alexandria too lie hidden under the sea? Imagine discovering a scroll still intact after more than 2,000 years, its ink faded but its wisdom enduring. Such a find would be a time capsule, a direct link to the minds and ideas of the ancient world. The underwater explorations in Alexandria's harbor are more than just archaeological digs. They are dives into history, into a past that is still largely unknown. They offer a glimmer of hope that we might one day find the remnants of the Library of Alexandria, submerged and silent beneath the Mediterranean. The prospect of finding remnants of the Library of Alexandria opens new doors in our quest to uncover the past. The significance of finding any remains of the Library of Alexandria cannot be overstated. Each relic, each scroll, would serve as a window to the past, a silent whisper from an ancient voice waiting to be heard. The knowledge that could be unearthed from such discoveries has the potential to rewrite entire chapters of human history, offering unprecedented insights into the ancient world. Just picture it, the lost wisdom of the ages waiting in the silence and darkness, on the cusp of being rediscovered. The mysteries it could solve, the stories it could tell. It's enough to stir the soul of any history enthusiast, but the final fate of the Library of Alexandria remains one of history's most tantalizing mysteries. Was it consumed by fire, gradually dismantled over time, or did it sink beneath the waves? The answer remains elusive, veiled perhaps beneath the shifting sands of Egypt or the murky depths of the Mediterranean. And there it waits, patiently, for the day it will be unearthed.